Vampirism, lycanthropy, the curses of the night. The afflictions have existed since long before the Black Gold Alliance, affecting any and all who come in contact, be it directly, infecting innocents and adding them to the horde of the dead, or through loss, related to those already amongst their number. Old texts recall a time before the curse, before the devil lords who brought it upon our lands, but none truly know what caused its appearance. It seemed to simply spread one day, amidst the chaos of war between mortals and the devil lords. At first it was seen like a plague, with those who attempted to treat it. The attempts were unsuccessful, sometimes even harmful, causing the curse to become even more monstrous, leading to a disease in the blood of vampires, which draws them to become pharaohs. One day, a brilliant man appeared with the literal fruits of his labor, the moonlight fruit. He offered it to one brave soul after the other, but with every miserable failure that had come before him, none wished to risk it. Of course, eventually he came upon someone desperate enough to accept. Lo and behold, he was cured. Not only that, but he seemed to be reinvigorated, gaining strength and power akin to that of a moon worshipper. The stranger granted a chosen few the knowledge of how to cultivate the plant, which grew the fruit, a deadly, near-sentient being. When groomed properly, the plant would remain docile and bear fruit in abundance, but it required constant upkeep. Not only that, but it could be such a burden on the magic of the land that nothing else could grow nearby. So the duty of watching over these plants was entrusted to the chosen few, and they were to safeguard the cure for all who sought it. Once his work was done, the stranger disappeared, never to be seen again. Sadly, not all saw the curse as it is, but as a blessing. They seemed to commune with the curse, which granted them strange powers and boons. They treated their disease as if it were a god, and rewarded them in kind. They became slaves to some unknowable will, and sought the gardeners of the moon fruit, exterminating nearly every one, and destroying every plant they could get their hands on. The cure was nearly lost when the war ended. With the devil lord's defeat, the cult of the curse seemed to retreat with them, further reinforcing their involvement with the disease. The few gardeners who had survived were in hiding when the terraforming took place, and we are not sure if any managed to escape to the New World. But as you know, there have been a number of fruits found during expeditions to the Old World. The Old World is dangerous, though, and even if we did manage to get seeds, finding a way to harvest the legendary crop in the Alliance, it would likely only bring about the return of the cult. And we would have one more war we cannot win on our hands. But we can dream, can we not? It is indeed a curse, no matter what the cult says. It is a cold and lonely existence, which makes you yearn for younger days. Even with a lover by your side, a family of your own, it is a hollow undeath. Food, drink holds no taste. The touch of another stings, and even pain. It doesn't feel right. You seek out any sense of pleasure, pain, anything, even just an ounce. Just a second. To top it all off, vampires like myself can't even enjoy the warmth of the sun on our skin. Werewolves have it no better, being driven to an animalistic state by their curse, on top of the emptiness. That Sucuma and yourself sought lycanthropy and felt no ill effects baffles me to no end.